guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to you reading back with me again, Anisa from Leader Stereo. So this is going to be your love general messages. The format is going to be you versus them. I'm going to be pulling a card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card by the end of the session, alright? Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so the rules might go reverse or it may or may not resonate with you at all. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link on the description box below for a personal reading with me. And don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, alright? So let's do it. Gemini. You got the Devil card here, so you might be dealing with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But you're dealing with somebody who, because this connections means so much to them and they have like a crazy amount of feelings towards you, so it kind of like triggers some sort of shadow side that they have. But the thing is that this connections between you and them made them feel like on top of the world. This person does really believe that this connections between you and them is going to lead up to like a happily ever after, okay? Like either a long-term commitment or a family together, you name it. Your challenges is a Nine of Wands. They might be dealing with a fire sign as well, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But with the Nine of Wands energy, because it's a young Aries or young Sagittarius type of energy, Two of Pentacles and also the Five of Cups in reverse. Because it's a young Aries or Sagittarius energy, it's hard to explain it because I understand Nine of Wands energy completely. It's like when you are excited about something, when you are inspired to do something, right? And then you would have like a very, very high amount of energy to pursue that. But the thing is that when we get too high, it's very hard for us to maintain it. So you might feel or you might see that it gets intense and then it gets plateaued. It gets intense and then it decreases and then it gets plateaued. So that's kind of like one of the challenges that you have to deal with in regards to your connections here. And the Two of Pentacles and also the Five of Cups in reverse. It's really hard for you guys to be able to trust these connections and not overthink a lot, simply because you're bringing up like a lot of emotional baggage from the past. It could be with this individual or it could be with another person here, but it's difficult for you. Or you might be dealing with somebody who you would also always have to hold their hand and make them believe you. That's what I'm getting. It's funny because I was having that image of love, like you having to hold their hands and be like, you know, you can actually trust me. You know, you could actually rely upon me. You could actually depend on me. I'm not that unreliable. You could trust me. So you might be dealing with somebody who needs like a lot of convincing, or you're dealing with somebody who needs like a lot of assurance in order for this person to be able to trust you, because this person still shows up with a Devil card here, okay, which means that their shadow side is being triggered out. And when the Devil comes out in an energy, sometimes it could, well, it kind of like depends on what type of person you guys are dealing with. If you're dealing with somebody who have already acknowledged their shadow side, then that means that they're aware of this behaviors of them. But if you're dealing with someone who is not aware of their shadow side, then this might come out with, you know, like with control issues, trying to control, trying to have the upper hand, and something like that. But again, in the past, with the Knight of Cups in here, this person is very smitten over you here. Why did I want to say Aquarius? Gemini. This person is very smitten with you. I think before you, they had like a lot of options, but I feel that right after they meet you, and because they were driven by so much emotions towards you, this person dropped all of their options here. The Emperor. So you might be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You might be dealing with a Aries. Now, you are in full control. I do like your energy. Sometimes I do like Emperor energies in a relationship because it means that you guys are in full control. You know what you want. You know your boundaries. You know the line that people cannot cross and everything like that. You know all of those stuff, right? But the thing is that you're also confused here with the Two of Wands. You want to be in control over your life and over the situations, but also at the same time, you're kind of like being faced with decisions to be made here. And I don't know what type of decisions that may be. It could be whether you want to be with this person or whether you don't want to be with this person. Or maybe it's about what you want to do with this person. Do you want to take it seriously, or do you still want to get to know them or what have you? But there's like a sense of confusions in here that disturbs the Emperor in you. That was in the past. So let's see in the now and also in the future. Page of Pentacles in reverse. This shows up a lot in my reading recently, this Page of Pentacles in reverse. I think people these days, you know, in January are being a bit impatient. Knight of Swords. The Strength card. Let's see in the future first before I talk. There is one song that comes out in my mind, you know, Slow Dancing in the Burning Room. It's a John Mayer song. It's not a silly little moment. It's not the storm before the calm. That one. Like it. But as I was saying earlier, right, Gemini, this person gets triggers a lot with their emotions for you. I'm going to have to clarify what that is and later on. But like with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, there is like a sense of impatience here. A sense of impatience of wanting to see things right now. It's like, it almost seems as if like they are begging or they're wishing for life to just throw like a manual instructions to them to know what is it that I need to be doing with Gemini. Should I really give it a go? Should I really give it 100% or should I not? I want to know, you know, where this relationship between me and Gemini would take. Would it be for the happily ever after, or would it go to waste? Like, that's the thing that they want to know here. And there's like a lot of resistance, okay? With it, again, as I was saying earlier, this connection triggers the shadow side of them to a point where there's like a lot of resistance. So it's like they freaked out because they feel so much for you. And then now with the Page of Swords in reverse in here is like they're putting you under scrutiny and trying to find reasons to detach or find reasons to blame you for some things. Because when a Page of Swords, Page of Swords in this deck of mine is not playing fair. And when it's in reverse, it's even more not fair. Okay? It could be about anything. It could be about the way that you breathe. You know, when you're trying to hate someone, it's like even the way that they breathe bothers them. It's like, oh my God, that's how you drink water. I hate it. Like something like that, okay? They're trying to find reasons to detach themselves away from you because they're being impatient here. And you with the Knight of Swords and also the Strength card, I feel that you guys are being very, very careful with this person because you're starting to sense that this person is kind of like quite volatile or kind of like quite turbulent. So you're kind of like walking into a burning building and you're being suited up from head to toe here. But you're very patient here with the Strength card, as you would, because I do know, and I do notice that Geminis are one of the most patient people out there. So let's clarify this Page of Pentacles in reverse here. It's not a silly little moment. It's not a storm before the calm. This is a deep and dying breath. That we've been working on. See the Knight of Swords from your side here, Gemini. What triggered it? I really want to know what triggered it. But you got hurt, though, in the process of this person's being this way. So Page of Pentacles has been clarified by the Five of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and also the Seven of Cups. Oh. I just don't know how to explain this. It's like them themselves, they have like so much resistance into becoming vulnerable. Them themselves are half optimistic and half pessimistic in regards to these connections, but they also talk towards you, giving you these illusions or fantasies. Do you know what I mean? Because the Knight of Cups is with the Seven of Cups in here, which means that they are also, I don't know, like, have you ever dealt with people who just know the right things to say in order to make you hopeful or in order to make you smitten towards them? So I do see this energy from them. But it's like they want to believe it, but half of themselves is also very, very pessimistic over that. You might be dealing with a fearful avoidant. So a fearful avoidant is somebody who loves intimacy very much, but they also have this subconscious belief that intimacy is going to end up hurting them. So it's like they get intimate with one person, and when it becomes too intimate, they would find reasons to push this person away before they hurt them. You know what I mean? So I think this person is doing this right now. They're doing their fearful avoidant thing, which is trying to find something about you in order for them to be in a much more neutral positions, to be not so emotionally invested towards you, which is crazy. And this thing is hurting you because you're like, who are you, right? Like, who are you? I'm trying to decide, who are you? What type of energy you truly are. And sometimes it hurts you as well here with the Three of Swords and also the Page of Swords. If you're not in a relationship with this person as of yet, I'm also seeing this person actually entertaining some of their options. It's kind of like one of their backup plans because they are quite pessimistic about these connections, and they would want to have their life set up elsewhere before they remove themselves from the situations. Or maybe it was one of their ways to be much more neutrals in regards to their feelings towards you. I don't know, man. People are weird sometimes. Let's see the Strength card from your side here before we get into the future. Star card. Seven of Wands. But I love your energy here, Gemini, because you guys, you know, as similar to your energy in the past, you know what you want. You know what your boundaries are. You know exactly what is it that you're desiring, okay? You're very protective over yourself right now. So as long as this person is making you feel good about yourself, you're okay with that, but you're not allowing this person to jeopardize your self-esteem. You're not allowing this person to jeopardize your life directions at all. So it's good. It's good. I like it. It's not the storm before the calm. This is a deep and dying breath. Oh, that song keep on playing in my head. Not even going through a breakup right now. That's my breakup song. Let's see the full card there. Six of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and also the Strength card. Yeah. So I do see this person come into their senses once. See the Judgment. Once you push them away. I think you might be dealing with somebody who needs to be slapped with things in order for them to do something. Or you're dealing with somebody who you would need to remove something from them in order for them to appreciate what they have. And I do feel that in the future you might be pushing them away. And with the Temperance card here is like you're in a very beautiful energy, Gemini. Like, I really love your energy here because you know what you want, you know what your desires, and you know that you're able to manifest this in January. So you're going to be in an energy of like, if it's for me, it's for me. If it's not, then it's not. But I just believe that, you know, I'm protected by the universe and divine, that I'm going to get the best that I deserve. So that's going to be the energy that you guys are in the future. And I think you guys are going to get away from a period of mourning, of depressions, or having anxieties, of having overthinking, of having regrets on, oh man, oh my God, I should have done this, I should have done this. Like, you're going to get away from that. You're going to be much more self-focused. And when you guys do that, is a moment where this person, again, as I was saying earlier, comes to realizations that I tried to detach myself from Gemini, thinking that it's going to bring me to calmer water. Turns out that the calmer water is actually Gemini. You know what I mean? Like, when they try to detach from you, they actually went to a whirlwind of emotions, to a turbulence water, okay? Maybe went through like some crazy undertows, whatever that may be, but like, okay, so now I want to move on to calmer water. That calmer water is Gemini. They're going to come to that realizations when you push them away and when you let things, you know, to the divines. And look what comes your way. You have the Ace of Cups, you have the Six of Cups, and you also have the Page of Cups. So this person is then going to be offering you some really, really genuine love. Okay, wanting to be rekindling or reconciling, you know, the past love that you might have had with this person. Being a bit nostalgic, like, remember when you used to do this, remember when you said this, or I don't know, there's just going to be sending you something that is very nostalgic, something that either you guys used to do together or the inner joke that both of you had with one another, like something like that. That's going to be something that they're going to be doing. Let's see the Five of Cups in your reverse from your side in the future. I do see a lot of people being really, really interested in you, Gemini. But that's when you guys in the future are going to get tested. You know? That's when you guys are going to get tested, because at one point you do feel like a heavy sexual attraction towards them, but also at the same time you kind of like want to bring like a newness into your life. So you guys are going to be in conflict. Should I really give this a try, or should I not give this a try? But again, when you let go, when you let things to the divine, when you least expect it, is a moment where this person is going to be coming to their senses to offer you something beautiful here that has a nostalgic sense attached to it. All right. So now let's get into your advice, Gemini. Don't cry about it, why don't you? My co-Gemini's on Gemini's advice, please. You have the Queen of Cups. You have the Hierophant. You have the World card. Okay, as I was saying earlier, your energy is very, very beautiful. But your energy has a lot to do with you knowing full well that when it comes to your relationship, or when it comes to you signing a contract with somebody, because when you're in a relationship, you are, without paper, you're signing a contract with somebody, right, to be in a committed relationship. There's an unknown, or there's this unspoken rules and agreements in place. So when you're signing that type of contract with this person, make sure that you guys are on the same level. You have the same expectations, you have the same feelings, you have the same actions, you have the same efforts, you have the same goals, you have the same directions. Because if not, it's just going to be a waste of time. Because you have the World card here, which is ruled by Saturn. And Saturn is all about like what happens long term. So your advice here is like, don't fall for something that is short term. Don't fall for something that maybe you have like a much more emotional inclinations to it, but if you were thinking about it in a long-term perspective, it might not have a future. Okay, so you're being asked to, one, make sure that you're signing a contract with somebody who is on the same level with you, and second, make sure that you are being driven by your thoughts of the long-term prospect in terms of instead of, I'm sorry guys, I just had a flu, so I have a lot of medicine in my head right now. Instead of going with your emotions. Because sometimes, what people don't understand is that chemistry isn't love. Chemistry is our neurological reactions of what's familiar. And if we're familiar with emotionally unavailable people, then we will always have a chemistry with emotionally unavailable people. Okay, if we are familiar in dealing with narcissistic person, then we would have a crazy chemistry with narcissistic, because that's our familiarity right there. So that's why sometimes you shouldn't be really trusting your emotions, because it could mislead you to places that you shouldn't have been. All right. So I think that is it for my reading for you, Gemini. I hope that you guys find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for your weekly reading. All right. Bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.